How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. So of course, the Premier League was back over the course of the weekend, and on this show we're going to take a look at the games. 8 matches, plenty of goals, and yes, you guessed it, plenty of talking points.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So of course the Premier League was back over the course of the weekend after the international break. And I suppose it depends how your team got on as to how you feel and whether you want the international break to continue. As an Arsenal fan, I think you can guess what I wish. But so many games and talking points and goals and everything else. But we're going to start with Saturday. Leeds United against Sheffield United. A 2-1 win for Leeds United. That's a great result for them. And, you know, they're pushing for that top half of the table. And Sheffield United, it's just a foregone conclusion. They are getting relegated. And it's just a matter of when. You know, and they're going through the motions right now. Leicester against Manchester City. Very, very good game this was. 2-0 to Manchester City. 2 disallowed goals in this as well. And it's nice to actually say they were 2 decisions that were correct. Fernandinho scored one for Manchester City. And he'll be absolutely gutted because what a goal that was. But there was a Manchester City player, I think it was Aguero, in front of Kasper Schmeichel, which obstructed, you know, his line of vision. And yeah, he was in an offside position. So, rightly, it was ruled out. And then Jamie Vardy scored. Brilliant goal, round the keeper, tucked it in. But he was judged to be offside. And when you looked at it back, he was offside. And clearly as well. So that was 2 really good moments where you can say, okay, you know, that's what VAR is for. Mendy, of all people, and with his right foot as well, gave Manchester City the lead. And then Jesus, you know, made sure of things. And that's a brilliant result for Manchester City. And they just, you know, same kind of thing in it. It's a matter of when than if, you know, when it comes to the league title. And, you know, Leicester, it's not great for them because they're battling for that Champions League place. But they'll look at it and say, you know what, we got one of those games out of the way now. What a game this was. Chelsea against West Brom. What on earth happened in this game? 5-2 to West Brom at Stamford Bridge. Absolutely staggering. Chelsea took the lead. And at that point, I was looking at it and I thought, okay, it's just, you know, going to be a standard procedure, easy win. You know, West Brom, they're effectively relegated. And then Thiago Silva gets sent off, second yellow card. I don't know what it is about him playing West Brom. But then right on half time, 2 goals in the space of a couple of minutes. Pereira. And the game is completely turned on its head. And then Robertson's goal. Oh my word. What a goal. What a move. Was that Sam Allardyce football? What on earth was that? You know, and then they made it 4-1. And I'm just sitting there scratching my head like, what is going on? Mason Mount makes it 4-2. And then Robertson again, right in injury time. You know, another great, you know, finish from him, dinking it over the keeper. And 5-2 to West Brom. That's a huge dent in Chelsea's chase for the top 4. And I'll get into the league table in a moment, but I don't think that's really going to do too much for West Brom. But it should give them a bit of confidence for the remaining matches. What a victory that was. Last game of Saturday, of course, was Arsenal against Liverpool. Really, do I need to talk about this? 3-0 to Liverpool. Absolutely shambolic from Arsenal. I've said all I can say on this situation. Liverpool by far the better team. Liverpool deserve to win. Arsenal deserve nothing but criticism. That is all they deserve from this game. Criticism. Absolutely shambolic. And I can't say no more. And these players, if you don't know how much Thursday's game really means, I suggest you give your head a wobble. Because if you don't wake up for that game on Thursday, season's done. And I can't say no more than that. Going into Sunday's games, some eventful ones in here as well. Aston Villa against Fulham. And this won't do Fulham any good at all. And it was just a crazy last 10 minutes or so, because Fulham took the lead through Mitrovic. And then 3 goals in the space of, 10 minutes? Trezeguet with a couple, Ollie Watkins, and it makes the scoreline look like it was a relatively comfortable one, but it actually wasn't. But yeah, Aston Villa, they got the win, and Fulham, they're going to still fight that relegation battle. Newcastle against Tottenham. This was a 2-2 draw. Harry Kane scores a couple for Spurs. But I suppose the talking point was 5 minutes to go. Who equalises for Newcastle other than Arsenal's Joe Willock? Unbelievable. And what's quite funny as well is that Joe Willock has now scored 2 goals for Newcastle since going on loan. And that's more than the other midfielders for Arsenal. Really, you just can't write it, can you? Come on, man. But yeah, that's a huge dent, you know, for Spurs. And that stopped them going into the top 4. So, cheers, though, Willock. Thank you for that. Southampton, Burnley. Burnley went into a 2-0 lead within 28 minutes. And before half-time, it was 2-2. And then Nathan Redmond scored the winning goal. 66 minutes. So a brilliant comeback for Southampton. And valuable points for them. Valuable points. But in terms of Burnley, yeah, not great for them. And they could still get dragged into that relegation fight. Last game was Manchester United against Brighton. And there was a talking point in this one, that's for sure. Manchester United won it 2-1. Danny Welbeck went back to Old Trafford and scored again. Put Brighton in the lead. And deservedly so. They had a brilliant first half. There should have been more. And then Manchester United second half, they got the equaliser, and then the talking point. Danny Welbeck is brought down in the 6-yard box by Harry Maguire. It's a clear penalty. VAR reviews it. They don't give it. I've even seen Manchester United fans confused as to why it wasn't given. It's a penalty. And by the letter of the law, because he's not made a genuine attempt to win the ball, it's a red card. Simple facts. You know, the double jeopardy thing, it only matters if you make a genuine attempt to win the ball. We've had this argument with the David Luiz thing and everything. Because it's no genuine attempt, it's a red card. For whatever reason, I don't know. They've not given a penalty. And then to add insult to injury, Manchester United, they go and score straight after. Greenwood win the game 2-1. They've effectively tied up top 4 now. They will be in the Champions League next season. I think they can kind of concentrate on the Europa League. But if they play like they did in that first half, they ain't going to win the Europa League, that's for sure. Because that was awful from them. And there was a lot of restless Manchester United fans at that point, shall we say. But yeah, they got the job done and they got the 3 points. So there we go. And yeah, that is it for DT's Daily. Yeah, listen, it's been an eventful week. You know, and obviously the weekend, it was good to get the football back. And some very, very interesting games and scores, that's for sure. We've got loads of football this week. Of course, the European games and everything else. So the shows will be coming back daily. There's going to be previews, match reactions. I'm on the fan cams and everything. And yeah, so much going on. So also with the DTFC channel, the football is returning on there every week on a Sunday, 6 PM. Our matches will be shown on there. And we've got games coming thick and fast. 14 games in the space of around about 5 weeks, I think it is. 5 or 6 weeks crammed in. It's going to be tough. But yeah, it is what it is. We're just glad to be back playing football. So listen, if you're new around here, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.